we good?
All right, g'day everyone. Welcome back to the Snake Catchers podcast. I'm Brett and I'm here, of course, with Dan, as always. And we've roped Will back into another episode with us today. Today we're going to sort of talk about the captive side of things with, well, not just venomous snakes, but snakes in general, and sort of go through what we keep and how we keep it, and yeah, all that side of things.
Yeah.
Which we haven't done too much on before, have we?
No, not really.
No, we've probably mentioned bits and pieces here and there, but we haven't done a sort of dedicated episode
To it.
talking about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to talk about that, but first of all, the call that you guys did not long ago.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Might as well do a little bit of a catch up because I've got one as well. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you had a couple there, don't you? Yeah, we obviously haven't got many call outs this time of year, but we had one, I can't remember what it was, last week, the week before. Me and Will both went out to it out at Kapunda. I just did Eastern Brown under a pot plant or the base of a pot plant or something like that. And the funny thing about this was I saw the lady post on a community chat about it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. So I'm sitting, and I tagged myself in it, and a few other people did anyway.
you just sat there and waited.
Yeah, waited for it. I'm like, oh, she had to call soon. And then, nothing. I'm like, oh, she must have. And then the post disappeared. And my God, must have lost it or whatever.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss, as we say.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so that happened, and then sure enough, bloody in the middle of cooking dinner, 5:30 in the middle of winter on a Sunday night. Get a call. I think it was 5:30 or something, wasn't it?
I think it was about 5:30.
Yeah. Get a call, and I'm just like, oh, I bet you.
this is the one.
And sure enough, it was. It was that lady. So, me and Will decided to go out to that. And it was easy.
Yeah.
So
just lifted up a pot plant and put the hand through the bag and picked it up and pulled it through.
Pulled her through.
Yeah.
So
Fresh hatchy.
Oh, a little older. Probably maybe
Couple
last
years,
season.
maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Seasons ago.
yeah.
Still just had the banding fading.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Just, like,
Yep.
it was just
Yep.
on it.
Yeah, that's always the way, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see it in the community chat. You tag yourself. They never do it straight away.
Nah.
It's always hour or so later.
Yeah.
When you're doing something.
Yeah, in this case, fucking 3 hours later. But, it was interesting. We had a couple over winter. Like I had one like a few weeks ago, or probably a month ago. The one that bloke. I don't know. Did I ever talk about that? The one that he dug it up with the excavator.
Oh yeah.
And it was in the bucket, and then I didn't see the post, and he tried to get a hold of someone else and couldn't.
Yeah.
And then by the time he got a hold of me, he dumped like it in a big bin,
Yes.
wheelie bin.
Yeah.
And it was in there. That was probably a month ago. So that was another one. But that was Sunday night again. That one too.
Always away. Always away.
Then that was that, and then we had one during the week that I sent.
You sent me to. Yeah.
Which the way the lady, this is out of Lewiston, the lady said it was a big brown snake inside. I'm like, okay, that sounds really weird for this time of year, but if you've seen it and it's inside, it's not the worst thing. It's probably not going to be moving too quick. That's what she told me, and then, sure enough,
I went out there. There was, I think it was they had cleaners there that had seen it. The homeowner wasn't home at the time. The cleaners were there doing their thing. They thought they saw it, called her, and then called you.
Yeah.
Sent me out. I spent an hour and a half turning the place upside down and couldn't come across anything. From how they were explaining it, how they saw it, it could have potentially been a mouse or something like that.
Yeah.
Because there was a sort of cabinet in the corner of the room. Dog was barking at it from one side. She looked around to get the dog out of the way and she saw something sort of pull back in. And then got the dogs out of the way and there was no sign.
Yeah.
So it could have potentially been a mouse or something like that had just gone back through and just ran off. She said, it could have been quite bulky of a mouse or a snake head. I'm thinking if it, was that potentially that big, they probably would have seen something else.
Yeah.
Because the cabinet itself wasn't right in the corner and it was flat to the floor, so there was no gap behind it. So it couldn't go underneath.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring they probably would have seen it
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Like even in the panic of getting the dogs out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I didn't find anything when I was there. So, you know, that's all we can do really.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
just try and reassure them
Yeah.
as much as possible. But I haven't heard anything back, and you
No,
haven't
you
got a call. So
yeah, assumed it was all good.
yeah, assumed it was all good.
Once again, they told me it was they saw a snake, and then when Brett got there,
There was no snake.
Yeah, well, they didn't say that they saw it. Well, apart from the head, which could have been anything.
Yeah,
In a dark room or something like that.
yeah,
So,
literally. I did another one probably 2 weeks ago now, just down the road from me. I think it was literally the day after we recorded the last episode.
I think it was.
Yeah, I got a call from just down the road. I'd been out there before.
Somehow they called me. Somehow they called me, didn't they? Is that one?
No, that wasn't that
Oh,
one.
no. Yeah.
That was the Birdwood one.
Yeah, that's right.
we spoke about that.
Yeah,
This
we did,
one
didn't we?
this one was just down my road, and yeah, I'd been out there before, and
yeah.
they were doing something in their veggie garden, and they had cardboard down in there, and they lifted it up, and there was a little whip snake
Nice.
underneath there. First little whip from a call out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I get plenty at my place, so not surprising that.
Yeah.
It was quite close to that.
That's weird that it's the first one you caught.
Yeah,
even-
from a call out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because even I've caught.
You've caught a few.
I've caught 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I think.
yeah.
But they all have been that end, apart from, I did one in Tanunda.
Yeah.
Which was a bit weird. But,
Which was
And the other, I think it might have been, the other 2 were in Cockatoo Valley.
yeah.
And then the other one was in Springton. So
Yeah. It's weird, but first little whip snake went out. It was just chilling in the veggie garden, and sort of did the typical explain. Yeah, it's not a brown snake.
Yeah.
All this sort of stuff, and they were happy they had a sort of rocky ridge on a sort of hillside.
Yeah.
I just we can go put him over there if you're happy to do that. Yeah, no worries, take him over there.
Just get him out of the way.
Yeah, just get him out of the way, just so he's not
there.
in the veggie garden, because they had kids sort of
Yeah, it was,
playing around there as well. So
it would be a bit of a nasty bite for a kid.
it wouldn't be nice, but it's not going to kill you unless you have a
Nah.
reaction to it.
Yeah, it just wouldn't be nice for
Yeah.
kids, I guess. So.
Yeah, but no, they were happy with that. We just put it sort of out the way of the sort of immediate area, and it was good to go. But yeah, it was a nice little whip.
Yeah, they're cool little snakes.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I don't really see them. Are they in the hobby much? Not really.
Nah.
They might be a bit finicky, I guess. I don't know.
You got suited,
Suitors.
curls,
Curls,
in the hobby, but I don't know of any other
Interesting.
pseudo species that's in the hobby.
I've seen one once on the reptile page.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
A lot of those smaller elapids are
Yeah, very finicky.
few and far between in the hobby. You get a few, but not many.
Yeah.
Because they're hard to get going. If they are, wild collected,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're hard to get going
Yeah.
onto.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, wild would be pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I've done in the last couple of weeks. Again, it's still the middle of winter, so
Yeah. I mean, sort of on the other side of winter.
Yeah.
I guess like we've another
time of recording is the 1st of August.
so another month.
Another
before
month
spring.
of actual winter.
Yeah,
but
actual. Yeah.
who knows what the fucking weather's going to do?
Oh, it doesn't really look into dates when.
No,
stuff, does it?
no, it changes every year
Yeah.
as well. But yeah, it'd be nice to sort of have spring come
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking
in
forward
September
Yeah,
when
you
it's
get the
meant
few-
to.
Yeah, you get the few sunny. Well, today's not a bad day.
It's quite nice today.
the
Yeah,
sun,
it's
but-
not warm.
No.
It's probably only 15,
Yeah.
but sun's out at least.
yeah, exactly.
So
It ain't raining.
it's not raining. Yeah, for once. Just it'll come back in next week.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a bit of rain next week again.
But yeah, so not too much to sort of catch up on
No.
in that regard. So I suppose we can go sort of straight into it. So
Yeah.
keeping snakes.
yeah.
Which we all do. We've all got reasonable collections
Yeah.
of snakes.
You win that one.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I don't have that many.
It's actually when you said
I don't have that. Yeah,
When you said that, I'm like, oh, it actually looks like more than that.
yeah, it does. It's actually not that many. But
You've got a
yeah,
cool collection though, like of a variety of
yeah,
snakes.
yeah. I don't have too much of the same
Same
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you got a very cool collection.
yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need more.
Need more.
I need more. We all need more.
We do.
I just need more room.
Need more room. Yeah. That's what I
More
have
room
issue.
and I'll get more. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose we can sort of start when we sort of started keeping snakes, I suppose.
yeah.
For me, that was when my dad got me my first snake when I was like 9, 10, something
Right.
like that. It was a little children's python.
No, nice.
Typical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good starter.
And yeah, that was the segue for me into it
Yeah.
all, and that's what
that'd be cool.
started the obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah, not many parents get their kids one. I mean, nowadays it might be a bit different, but back then wouldn't have been as common,
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Then that was bloody 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20, 21 years ago.
You're a weirdo if you kept reptiles back then.
Yeah.
Still weirdos now. It's just a bit more mainstream.
It
Just-
is.
yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's how I got my first snake. Yeah, little children's python when I was
That's
about
awesome.
10. And yeah, it sort of snowballed
Start
from there.
Yeah.
I had that, I don't know how many years I had her for, but I think it was just before going to high school. No, it would have been after that. Probably when I was in high school, she passed away because the thermostat shit itself
Oh, yeah.
and cooked her, unfortunately, because the heat light didn't turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All things that, now we know
Yeah.
we can improve on.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I had the period of going through high school where I didn't have anything, really, and then after that, it sort of started again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is when I started up at Gorge, basically, straight
right.
out of high school.
Yeah.
And that, again, then sort of opened the floodgates.
Did you volunteer at Gorge first?
I volunteered for 6 months,
Yeah, and they offered you a job.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. And then, from there, the floodgates opened
Yeah.
again. But it wasn't snakes
Nah.
initially, it was lizards.
Lizards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get you back into it.
Oh, I had everything. Bearded dragons. I still got too many bearded dragons. All the small rock dragons and all that sort of
nice.
stuff. All the monitors. I had pits of all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the snakes sort of came a bit later. Like I had a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
But not.
Yeah, not as many as I do now. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, snakes are a little bit easier to keep.
Yeah.
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 For the most part, like because you downsized a bit, didn't you?
I downsized on the lizards.
Lizards, yeah.
When we moved up to Darwin, I sold a lot. Like all the big monitors, all the small monitors, the small dragons, I sold all that off
Yeah.
before we moved up to Darwin. All the snakes I had then, which probably wasn't that many, it was probably at that point maybe 10 to 15
Yeah.
at that point. We just gave to friends to look after
Yeah.
for that time
Well, yeah.
while we were in Darwin, while we decided what we wanted to do with our lives.
Yeah.
And then obviously came back and got everything back, and it's really only exploded from there,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
like in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was lots of lizards
Yeah.
before that, which, takes
Which
a-
I think definitely is a need in a collection.
yeah, you got to have something.
do.
You got to have something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
I think snakes are more my passion, but I still love my lizards.
Yeah.
It's something different to have in your collection. Different behaviour and stuff like that.
I feel like I could go deep on lizards
On lizards,
if I had
yeah.
room, but I know it's a slippery slope with it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did. Like I got a couple of monitors, and I'm going to get a couple more. I'll get a couple more. And then at one point there was like Lacey's, Mertens, Panoptes, bloody all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it gets a bit much.
I do like the smaller. I don't even know much about them, but I just like the small species. Too.
Yeah,
The
the
little,
small monitors,
well,
yeah.
they're cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
You don't need a lot of space to keep them,
Nah.
sort of thing. You just have your
Yeah,
rock crevices
again,
and
not
stuff
not
set
compared to
up,
the
laces
big
and
big
stuff.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or even like Mertens where you need a bit of water,
Water
and
and
that sort of
everything.
stuff, yeah. Like Mertens would be sick to have
would be
like a
awesome.
full on enclosure with like a big
yeah.
Pond in it.
pond in it and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. That would be cool.
That's what I'd love to do, but I just don't have the room for something like that. And if it was going to get something like that, you want to sort of like deck it out, like you said, have a full pond in it and sort of have live plants and stuff with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Full, like, kick-ass setup.
There's some fantastic Mertens enclosures down here, but I feel like you're not doing them too much justice, I suppose, compared to if you were living up north. Yeah, you could do something just
incredible.
Amazing.
I think,
for them.
That moment when we did that podcast at Greg's,
and
we were sitting there. Did you see that video?
With the pond,
and the Mertens came up.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so
awesome.
sick.
Like something like that. That's a perfect example.
Like even if it wasn't like a pet as such, you just have one that just hangs around.
That's
and
just
comes up to
there.
you like that. That's sick.
That's the dream.
You could just do stuff like that.
Yeah. For anyone listening, that was Greg
Mayo.
Greg Mayo. Yeah, we did a few podcasts back up in Darwin. If you have a look on my Facebook page, or did you get a video of that too?
I did, but I haven't posted it.
On my Facebook page, if you look back a bit, there's a video of this Mertens like just cruising across the man-made pond that Greg did. It was just it was so cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess you go next.
Me go next. Right, cool.
Tell us your story, mate.
Tell my story. Yeah, well, same thing. I kind of actually did the opposite. I started with lizards, like skinks and blue tongues. And then, because I wasn't allowed to keep snakes, like lizards were fine, but I wasn't allowed to have snakes.
Yeah.
everyone hated them in the house. And anyway, and then a few years on, after keeping lizards, and bearded dragons, I finally got my first Murray Darling. That was my very first snake. And we went away for a trip to Perth. Mum gave me $100 for the trip to Perth to spend while I was there. I was like, no, I really, really want to buy a snake. So I kept them whole money the whole 2 weeks we were up there. And literally the day we flew back from Perth to Adelaide, I picked up this snake on the way back from the airport, and that's sort of what started it. From there. I had to beg Mum for it, but finally got it and got the setup and everything. Paid $100 for the whole lot.
Yeah, right. That's
and, 100, tank and everything.
What year would have that been?
It was probably just in years. Years 4? Year 4? No, it wouldn't have been year 4. It would have been year 6, I reckon. Sorry. Year 6. I don't know what year that was. I'm terrible.
That's bored I was getting now. I don't know what year you were in year 6.
So you would have been about 10 as well, probably.
About 10, pretty young.
Yeah.
And so I had that, and then my cousin had a spotted children's python that he got at the time, and he sort of changed his mind, didn't want it, so he ended up giving it to me. So I ended up with that. And so I thought I'd better get a license. So I got my first reptile license, and that's sort of where it started from there. And then I ended up with jungles and bridlies, and then ended up with some more monitors. Even got a frill neck back then. It was a Northern Territory frilly.
Nice.
What else did I have? I had beardies. I had what are they? Sand swimmer skinks, I think they call them. Had them. Had barking geckos. I had so much. And heaps and heaps of snakes. I had olives as well. Breeding pair of olives. Wammers. What else did I have? Had the spotted. There's a few others as well that I had as well.
Yeah. Nice.
And so I had them, and then I had my partner at the time when we had our first kids, so she made me get rid of them all bar one. So I kept that, which was my very first one that I paid the $100 for, which was the Murray. So I kept that. That was the only one I was allowed to keep. And that one passed away of old age, and then didn't get any snakes from there. And then I got back into it and bought a bridlie a couple of years later when obviously the kids were growing up.
Yep.
Got that, and then that's sort of what got me back into it.
That's what, started it all off again.
And then I sort of wanted to sort of focus on stuff that I really wanted, whereas last time I was sort of just taking snakes like here and there, whoever was getting rid of them. So now I'm sort of was focused on I got my olives and stuff like that. That I'm really like they're my favourite species, and a few other high end cool stuff like my jungles, like higher end jungles instead of just your normal jungles and stuff like that.
Nice.
So that's sort of how it started, and where I'm at now.
Yeah, nice.
So I got monitors obviously now, and I've got another filly again. This one's a Queensland one though, not a Darwin.
Yeah.
Got Aki monitors, 2 bearded dragons. Got 2 ridgetail monitors or Aki monitors.
Yeah, nice.
And that's sort of about it. Oh, blue tongues and shinglebacks.
Yeah.
And that's sort of it for lizards.
You've got a bit of variety still.
Yeah, still got a bit of a variety now. Yeah.
I was surprised. I went around to his place the other week too. What did I go around there for? I'd give you some presents for your kid.
That's it.
And he just kept pulling shit out. Didn't actually realise he had that much.
I had that much, yeah. Yeah, no, I've hit
It
capacity.
gets like that though, doesn't it?
It does. I don't think I could take any more on if I wanted to.
Nah, there's always room for more.
Yeah.
There's always room for more.
That's what I keep telling myself.
Because you got a handful of other things. Can you talk about that or not?
The stimmies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got those stimmies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got them from a dude who accidentally bred them.
Yeah, that story doesn't make any sense.
I don't know how you accidentally breed them, but yeah, he had the two together, which obviously you would have had to have incubated them himself to have had them hatched, so I don't know how it's an accident. And he was trying to get them feeding and had no idea what he was doing. Originally there was 11 of them, and I ended up with only 6 in the end because the other two died the day I went to pick them up, and then one died the day after I got them home.
Yeah, okay.
So I had to assist feed them with some tails. The other 3 were eating. The other 3 weren't, and they were still needing to be assist fed. I just started with small little tails because they had real on their bellies, you could see the skin on them.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to give them a big meal and shock their systems.
Yeah.
So I was just assist feeding them.
Building them up to
Yeah,
it.
when you were saying what happened, and then you said you're assist feeding tails.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably the best thing. If they smacked a pinky after that, it could have killed them.
Yeah.
But they're all doing good now. They're all looking much more healthier. So the plan is I got an early release form from the fauna permit. So once I get them all actually eating and that, I want to move them on to better homes.
Yeah.
That's sort of something I like doing too, is taking animals on and rescuing them. That's sort of as well as love keeping them, but I love taking animals and fixing them and finding them a better home than what they had.
Yeah,
My
nice.
2 bearded dragons were the same thing. They were kept in a tank, literally with no heat, no UVB for a whole year. Nothing at all. Their enclosure was absolutely filthy. When I got them, they were I thought they were going to die.
Yeah.
One of them had half its tail half rotten off. I had to take it to the vet, had to get it cut off, and lots of antibiotics rounds through it.
Yeah.
They were literally pissing shit everywhere. It was disgusting. This person who was looking after them, and that was a Gumtree find, someone who had them put them up.
Of course, yeah.
And I saw them on there, and I was like, I got to do something about this. Can't leave them like that.
Good old Gumtree.
Yeah, so now they're happy and healthy, living their best lives. They're
That's
probably the
all
most
right.
spoilt animals in my collection now. They just eat everything.
That's all right.
But yeah, no, that was a bit of a sad story, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that sort of turned the clock back for me a bit when he sent me that photo.
Yeah.
Of the stimmy, assist feeding stimmies, because I'd force feeding, assist feeding.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the first species that I ever bred was them.
Will stimmies.
Well, to be honest, I've only bred stimmies and wommers.
Yeah.
That's all I've done. Snake was. But yeah, that was reminded me.
Bring memories.
Back in the day, trying to get bloody
Getting them going.
10 or 12 bloody little stimmies going, and in the end, it was a good learning experience.
Yeah.
Because little tricks you learnt along the way and all that. Darren Boswell taught me a fair bit.
Oh yeah.
When I first started doing that.
Yeah.
Sort of befriended him a bit with that sort of stuff. It's just little things. Even that little trick I was telling you with the tail. And then when they get to the last you got to time it perfectly to get it. But when they get to that last sort of mouth open towards the end, you just poke a pinky head in there.
Yeah, they keep
and
going.
Quite often they'll keep going and keep eating it.
Yeah.
But if you just miss it by a second, the mouth's closed and
It's all over.
leave it. But I was going to ask you something else too, but I've lost my track of thought with
That's
that.
right. And then my red belly I got as well. That's my
that's
first elapid that I got from you.
Kindly gifted.
Yes, much appreciative. So I got that, and then obviously want to get some more once my class 2 comes in.
Yeah.
And get some cool stuff like Death Adders and King Browns and that.
Yeah, well, I've got probably a couple of things I'll probably move on to if you want.
Oh hell yeah! I'm keen.
You get class 2.
I'm excited for
Dodgy adder.
He's good now.
that.
Yeah. I guess my story's a bit different.
Yeah.
I always had an interest in snakes and stuff. Probably not when I was young, but when I got to probably around that 10 mark, 8 to 10, I was sort of interested. Obviously, I was taking things you probably wouldn't do now, but I'd get skinks and stuff out the garden.
Oh, we all do. We all
Put
do
them in
that.
I remember putting them in an ice cream container.
Yeah.
And put dirt in an ice cream container and just keep them in
Get a
that.
little Coke bottle lid and put that in there for water.
Yeah, and then eventually just let them go again.
Yeah.
I'd do that. I had one stage where I was bloody catching redbacks and keeping them in I didn't keep them in the house, but I remember just keeping a couple buckets with redbacks in them.
Yeah.
That was real early. But I was sort of interested in a lot of animals back then. I had just had like budgies and birds and fucking rabbits and all that shit.
Guinea pigs.
Just as up there as a kid, I guess, just having different stuff.
Yeah.
And then never really. Oops, did I turn that off? No. I thought I turned that off. I never really. I always, like I said, I had an interest in like reptiles and stuff. And then I guess just growing up and just watching Steve Irwin, I guess that was probably a big thing. I know people in the hobby have mixed opinions on that, but I don't give a fuck. That's what got me into it. So, like, to be honest, just watching him, even if you don't agree with 100% what he did all the time, it still got a lot of people into the hobby and all that sort of stuff. And he probably did more for conservation than like fucking 99% of the other people that whinge about him.
There's a full episode talking about all that as well.
Yeah. And it's so that pretty much from there, and then I got like obsessed with like the venomous stuff, and probably when I was like an early teenager. It's just, I know it's kind of like a few shows that I used to watch that sort of got me. Like, I watched like Discovery Channel and National Geographic and shit, and they'd always have a lot of stuff based around like venom and obviously a lot of American stuff like rattlesnakes and shit like that. So that sort of got me into the venom. It was always venomous stuff. Like I'd always end up just watching stuff on. If it was anything about pythons, I wouldn't even be that interested in it. Like if I saw venomous on the screen, I'm like, yeah, I'm into that, and I just watch that. But then I never really kept anything in those years because I don't even know why. I think obviously no one was really like encouraging of it, like most people. But at the same time, I didn't even know if you could. Like I know some people would just go and buy one and do it, but back then I was just like, can you even allowed to?
Can you just do
like
that?
Can you just do that? I didn't know, and it took me a while, and then eventually, I didn't get my first snake until I was get out. Hey. Sorry, just got a Dalmatian being annoying. I think I only got my first snake when I was like, probably like early 20s or something.
Oh wow!
I think something like that.
Yeah.
Late bloomer.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah. And I'd moved out of home then, so I could.
Yeah.
I guess. And now, there's a stimmy that I still got now. And then from then, didn't really like fully take off. I sort of got that, and then a year later, I got a albino Darwin, like just typical transition, really. And then in the meantime, from then, I sort of got into like a couple venomous handling courses and stuff popped up. So then I actually, before I even went any further with keeping stuff, I
jumped on them.
Got onto like a couple handling courses. One that was pretty shit, and I got into a decent one after that. And then while all that was sort of kicking off, I was getting a few more snakes.
Yeah,
got a couple wommers and can't even remember what else I got first up. I think I got another stimmy, and like I was saying before, I bred them, so I was sort of learning there, and then went from there and got references and shit, and started keeping venomous stuff, and got a red belly and then a collets, and upgraded to level 2, and then got a few other things like everything else that we got.
All the cool stuff.
All the cool Earth stuff. Browns and tigers and mulgars and all that sort of stuff. But I got probably like 25. I think 25. I didn't even know how many I had until I did our return, and I went through it again. I'm like,
okay, that's the number.
I thought it was more because I got a few young things in there.
Yeah,
like the death adders.
We still got to sign those over as well.
Yeah.
Hope no one from Parks is listening. They won't be.
Got a few little things in there, so you sort of like you think, there's a few in there. And then it was about 25, and then got a couple of lace monitors a couple of years ago. So, and then hopefully eventually I'll keep them outside at some point. Hopefully when I get a bit more space, I'll do a big aviary type thing.
Yeah, like
this big thing with logs and shit in there. So that's pretty much how I sort of got it. And then in the meantime got obviously in the snake catching side of things too.
Yeah.
In all of that, that was probably, don't even know what year that would have been. I think I got my venomous reference in 2019.
Yeah.
I think 2019 I got that.
Yeah.
And that was class 1 and 2. And then I worked from then. I think I got my catching permit.
You would have got that the year after, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I think it was 2020. 2020. Yeah, it would have been 2020.
Yeah.
because then like the first, I was still working full time, so I didn't really do many call outs or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think my very, very, very first season it was like, I think I did like 20 call, no, not even that. It's like 10 or 15,
Yeah.
I think. So, yeah, went from there, but...
Now you're getting over 400 a season.
Yeah, pretty close to it. So, it's pretty nuts. But, yeah, like I said, I'll be catching personally be catching less this season because Will be doing some. So, which I'm happy about anyway. So,
Yeah.
give me a bit of freedom to... both have a bit of freedom, but... still.
Yeah.
But it'll just give me a chance to maybe go away on a weekend at
Yeah,
some point, which would be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
Even just during the week when it's busy, you can sort of, whoever's, one of us is probably going to be...
That's when it happens as well. Like you're flat out at your other job and then you just know, all right,
it'll happen.
There's going to be cool stuff coming in. Yeah.
And it's just the thing, like it doesn't quite justify just doing that. Like
Yeah.
there's probably a month in the season where you maybe could, but apart
Like
from
October, November, maybe.
and apart from that, it's not enough. It's not like it is up in Queensland. It's just not enough to
Full time.
We're not in the regions we are. Obviously, like the catchers down south maybe might, or if you're in the suburbs, maybe. But
not,
I'm not dealing with northern suburbs. We had that conversation.
Yeah, we had that conversation the other day.
Work out how because I still do get call outs to the northern suburbs.
Yeah, me too.
Like the other. That was northern suburbs. That was
Plains.
Lewiston, but it was Plains.
Close enough.
I still get a fair few out that way, and there's definitely sometimes where I'd rather one of us go and do it than someone else we know. So there is another bloke out there who's pretty good. I think that we can pass calls on to.
Yeah.
We've got the other guy in Gawler, but he's sort of fly in, fly out, so he doesn't do it all the time.
He's not there half the time. Yeah.
He was handy, and he passed stuff on to us too.
Yeah.
When he got it, but
Is that the one that I got the albino darling from? Yeah, he was a good fella.
yeah, he's not a bad bloke.
No,
he sort of, he does it for nothing, but at the same time he can't do it all the time.
No.
So that's sort of the trade off. He just does it in his time off.
Yeah.
The only thing is sort of like the people that he would service sort of thing. Then when they call us and we say there's a fee, but I know when he refers on to me, he says there'll be a fee.
Yeah.
So at least they know.
Yeah. Again, that's an interesting conversation as well.
Yeah. I mean,
As to the whole
remember
thing.
we brought it up and then he rang me about it. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't mean it to be like, the way it probably might have sounded, but we get along pretty well and he has the right ethics and he handles pretty well as well. He's not like a moron or anything like that. So he's a good one to have on our side, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
In general.
Yeah.
And I explained to me his situation where he works. Yeah, he's fly in, fly out, and then when he's home, he still does. I think he might have said paramedic.
Yeah, right.
I think, or something to do with him. I think it was actually, yeah. So
Bloody
he
hell.
works fly in, fly out, then he does that when he's home as well. So it's only in between all of that he
He can
does
do. Yeah.
calls. So he does nowhere near as many, and he doesn't want it. He just does it every now and then, just to keep his feet in the water.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
toes in the water, whatever.
Toes in the water. Something like that.
So
Something like that.
but yeah.
So yeah, definitely interesting start to how we started. Start with the venomous side of things,
yeah, it was. It's an odd start. It's just I had that time where I was just like, oh, can you even allowed to keep him? And then I sort of started like googling it a bit and looking up, and I think it wasn't Reptile Classifieds. It was another one. That was,
Reptiles Down Under.
maybe
Yeah, because that was before Classifieds.
I remember that, yeah.
And that's when like I
think-
my eyes opened a bit. I'm like, oh, obviously you can. I remember looking on there and you'd see like brown snakes and shit on there. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, really? I mean, I don't know why. I guess like I was never surrounded by other people that were into it either.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys probably might not have been either, but
No,
I wasn't until I started up
there.
at Gorge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only knew one person and that was only because I got into him. He was
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, I want to get into him too. But he had no idea about him. Because like I already had experience, catching him from the wild and dealing with him and that. And then obviously learn a lot of his information from me.
Yeah. And that's how it goes.
Yeah.
As well, a lot of the time, you bounce off other people.
You do.
And
yeah,
then
share.
it's been heaps good though the last couple of years. obviously like me and you, like working together and getting to know each other and how that's gone, and then Will coming into the picture, and got Poppy as well. That's going to be continuing her call outs. It's just it's good to have other people around that are into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've got obviously mates I've got locally here aren't into any of that, but we obviously have other things that we mutual things, but nothing to do with animals really. So it's cool. It's been good because
no, it's been good to know.
I felt like I almost felt like I was like the only one out here that even bloody had snakes. So then when I met you, I'm like, fuck yeah, you got snakes too. And then there's obviously other people that would keep them around here, but it just doesn't come up.
If they keep to themselves, like
you're never gonna know.
You just don't know.
And there'd be heaps of kids that have got like just a snake or something like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that don't. Once again, back to like you probably think about the Facebook post where people go on about. Like with my daughter with the snakes and stuff. Like imagine if they knew how many people
heaps
kept snakes. They're like one of the easiest pets to like. You'd almost like kids will probably better off keeping a little python than they are a beady. Because like we've had that conversation with vets and with Amelia. And the actual requirements that beardies need is probably above what a child.
Is capable of,
unless the parent's right involved with it. The beardie's not going to get what it needs. Whereas a snake, as long as it's got the heat, food every now and then, and fresh water, it's not kept in absolute shit. It's probably going to be alright. More often than not. So. Yeah.
More often than not. And the information that's available, there's obviously a lot more than when we sort of started out, I suppose, as well. So
a lot of my stuff was in books too, like when I was in through school. Like
so the books I feel like it's easier for people to get into now, but there is also obviously a lot of conflicting information as well. Because everyone on Facebook's right.
Yeah.
It's like anything. Normally, like people's opinions on stuff. If you listen to both of them, it's normally somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
that's probably right. Like, I get shitty with both sides of the opinions with reptile people. Like, it's
easy just to stay out of.
Just do your own thing, stay in your own lane, sort of thing. Like it's like you see people on YouTube do like reactions to like what other people are doing and stuff like that, and. I mean, we can't do. I guess we did reactions to comments, but
we haven't done it to other people in the hobby, though.
I mean, as long as you're not,
we'll have a laugh at the Muppets on the internet.
As long as it's not like neglect to an animal. Just do what you do, sort of thing. But then obviously there's grey areas in that too, like keeping pythons in tubs. So or big. Pythons in tubs.
We'll sort of transition into. What we keep. Well, we've sort of spoken a little bit about that, but how we keep things as well. But thanks for listening. Thanks, Will, for coming back on and having a yarn. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.